Hey, we're the Massholes. We're on the West Coast. We're the West Coast Massholes. We're the Massholes on the West Coast. We were from Mass. We were holes when we're there, but we came out here and now we're West Coast Massholes. There we go. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody. I started the show without recording, but now I'm recording and restarting the show. You didn't see the original start because it wasn't recorded. This is West Coast Massholes. I'm Todd Anderson. I'm here with Josh Wingate. I'm literally uploading a self-tape audition right now, so I don't have access to the timer, but I'm looking at the clock. It's exactly 3 o'clock according to my digital clock. So you got till 3:15, Josh. Tell the world what the world needs to know.
It's raining in Los Angeles.
Do you like or dislike that?
No, I like it. I like it. And we got some pretty torrential on this side of town. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it when it rains. Yeah, it's nice. So that's a rarity for those folks that watch this show that aren't from here. It's a rarity that we see precipitation fall from the sky.
And when we do, it always causes horrible flooding.
Yeah, because it's so dry. and then it's my first year.
Our infrastructure, I will say this about Southern California in general. Our infrastructure involving drainage is poor.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't just think it's that, it's dry and then suddenly rainy, because that's absolutely true. There's weather phenomenons that have as a result, but Jesus Christ, they don't drain any of the water off the streets. So you get 3 feet of water and then cars stall out and then they smash, I don't know why is it so hard to make drains? Is this the Republicans voting against money spending to make things better? Is it Republicans, or is it just?
No, it's probably the Democrats taking money from the drain system to build small houses for people who don't want homes. So.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it, Josh. That's it. Yeah. Rain is funny, and the thing that, like, when it rains like this, I love rainy days, and it's so great to have an excuse to sit on the couch and cuddle with your loved ones, and look at the TV, or if you have a fireplace, you can start a fire or whatever. Yeah, you got one of those. And that's great on a rainy day, but it's fucking Monday, so everybody's gone. By myself. My poor wife is at work, not knowing what to do, because her school doesn't have a very clear policy about what to do on rainy days. Because, she teaches at an elementary school, so none of the kids are vaccinated, and they have to practice social distancing whenever possible. But when it's a rainy day, they eat their lunch inside the classroom, and that doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. So
listen, I have a solution for it all. John Travolta played this movie, The Boy in the Bubble. We get all bubble things for the kids like that. You just put the kids in bubbles like giant hamster wheels and just send them off. They got their own little air filter and supply in there. I think that's the solution.
Judging by the fact that I don't think many schools can afford to have testing more than once a week, I would say that's cost prohibitive. But
we'll take it away from the drain infrastructure. Put it
into bubbles.
Yes.
But I would say you're stealing from the wrong area. It's just because the drainage, obviously there's no money spent on drainage.
Okay. Well, this is what we should do then. Take taxes away from the rich and have them pay for it, because they'll do it for us because they're good people.
Oh, if you don't tax the rich, then they'll
it's called trickle down economics. Reagan invented.
Right.
It worked really well in the 80s.
Oh no, it was great. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that trickle down. I got full faith that it's coming. I know it's coming. You gotta have faith. It's all about faith. I saw this. I know it's all cool to be anti In-N-Out Burger right now.
Why? Because they're like anti-gay Christians?
No, that was the reason that you didn't like them before, but you overlooked because you thought their burgers were so good.
I never believed the hype. So okay, but continue.
Uh,
Yes.
I was actually going to talk. I do like In-N-Out burgers, although I'm no longer eating them because they're anti-vaccine mandate.
Okay.
Very clear. So I'm like, look, if you're a business and that's your choice, you decide not to enforce a government mandate for inside vaccinations or tests and masks and all that stuff. You know what? Fine. That's your choice. I'm not fucking going and spending money there anymore. And it's not because I'm like woke police or whatever. It's because you're allowing people willy-nilly who's got disease to come in and get your fucking burgers, and I don't want to expose myself to that disease. So I don't understand this choice that In-N-Out's making. But I saw this whole article talking about what you were just saying about In-N-Out. You know, it's like it's a faith-based fast food chain that the West Coast has en masse bought into it as being, oh, these are the greatest burgers, and they're really not that great.
Shake Shack beats In-N-Out Burger any day.
That's what everybody says, or the Habit, you know.
Yeah, the Habit's fine. I mean, I'm a snob, you know, more one of those foodies. So I will be willing to spend $20 on a burger and screw all those guys, you know, because I'm willing. Yeah.
I mean, not even fancy. I'd rather have an Islands burger than a Five Guys burger. But
have you ever had a Father's Office burger?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's good. It's super rich, but I mean, can't have one of those every day. But really,
there's a lot to burgers. But yeah, you're right. That's true. But like, you know, this comes down to like fast food, which In-N-Out never is. It's the longest fast food burger you got to wait for. But once you get down to that level and you're arguing quality, you know, definitely, it doesn't really matter all that much, I don't think. I mean, it's like, I don't know if you put an In-N-Out burger and I did a taste test with the Habit or whatever, if I'd know the difference, if I could identify one or the other. I don't know. That would be an interesting thing to do. But I have already bad cholesterol and elevated blood pressure, so I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't eat two salty ass burgers to prove to myself the quality of In-N-Out or not. But anyway, this guy was just ripping on it, saying the only reason it's like church. You guys have all bought into this nonsense that In-N-Out burger is special when it's not. And I can agree. I can adjust, you know, as a former In-N-Out apologist. But you know, yeah.
No, I have a follow-up. Are you a Chick-fil-A guy as well? Because those guys are pretty openly anti people of anything different than them.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A was like, for me, it like when that all came out, I was like, okay, great, because I'm already boycotting Chick-fil-A because I don't go to Chick-fil-A because I don't really have all that much interest in deep fried chicken sandwiches. It's not, that's not my fast food choice, you know.
Okay.
Like I don't do the KFC thing. I'll do a KFC commercial. I don't care. But
Wendy's.
I don't go. You know.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't bring up Wendy's in your burger conversation there. I wonder why. That's it.
Well, because we're not talking about Wendy's. We were talking about Wendy's is a national chain, Josh, and respected and revered all over the world. We were talking about West Coast burger franchises.
Yeah. You know what I find interesting about the Wendy's campaign is they got this guy who's actually a redhead, and I thought they liked redheads, but they make him like the enemy of Wendy's. I feel like it's like some self Wendy's hatred that Wendy's is like subliminally, like, or even subconsciously putting in their own commercials.
I don't think I've lost so much. I mean, you can see I'm balding, you know, on top. And it's faded. It's not as red like it used to be red like Wendy. But you know, I don't think it was ever quite that red anyway. But it's very faded. In the right light, it can look, you know, auburn or brown or whatever. So I don't think they thought about that. I think you're putting more thought into that than they did. I think what they did was here's what they did was they hired an actor who's fucking great and hilarious, regardless of the color of his hair. Like in this case, they probably wanted somebody with different colored hair, but they were like, this guy's so fucking good, we're willing to possibly tarnish our brand with the red hair thing. You know,
that was risky. I'll say that. Risky. Yeah.
On their part, yeah, it's great. It's great when a commercial entity takes creative risks. I think that's neat.
Yeah, my biggest national commercial, I was in a mask, so the whole time, and it was a hit. Probably because I was in a mask. Because if I showed my face, I'd be like,
what was it?
It was a Volkswagen commercial years ago for we were in the convertible Beetle, and we shot up in Lake Arrowhead in the winter. It was actually really funny, and it's like a little short film. I go into a little convenience store up in Lake Arrowhead, and I'm wearing a ski mask, and I look like I'm robbing the place.
Sure.
And you know, I mean, all these people are looking at me like, oh shit, oh no, and they're all scared and kind of hiding. And I go up to pay for my groceries, and the guy's like, I don't want any trouble. And I just look at him and I don't want any trouble either. And I put the money down on the counter, and I go back out to the car. And actually, there's a funny little bit. I slipped in the fake snow. And they kept it in the commercial, which was great. Good on them. Because I didn't fall, but it was like a whoop.
Oh, really?
And I come back in and get in the car. And my buddy, we have the convertible top down on their Beetle, and there are two guys in there wearing ski masks as well. And the guy goes, you know, you've got to take your mask off, right? And I'm like, oh, we better get out of here. And then you hear woo, woo, woo. So, and then we drive off, and it was funny. It was actually really good. Commercial.
They should do a shot-for-shot remake of the commercial, right? Except in this version, you're not wearing any mask. Everybody responds the same way. You get back in the car, you do your little slippy, and you get back in your car, and your buddy says, you know, you forgot to wear your mask when you went inside, right?
Hey, look at you. Volkswagen, you should be listening to this. This is like some political like propaganda, but you can do it, and people will like it. They might forgive you for that whole "we have biodiesel cars" that really is a bunch of bullshit lie you guys all pulled a few years ago.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know.
Right,
they had like
the emissions tests over in Europe. I forgot.
Yeah. I shouldn't. I'm driving a Volkswagen right now, so apparently I don't care.
Well, I guess they're good, dependable cars.
Yeah.
You're just killing the environment with them. That's all. And they're making you think you're not.
Yeah.
That's just it's not unlike
they hired me for a commercial too, so I gotta say
exactly.
Thanks, you know?
You gotta say thanks. Yeah. I did a Kia commercial a bunch of years ago, and I drive a Kia now, and I can't wait to trade it in for something that's not a Kia.
Now's not the time, man. It's crazy car shortage. It's crazy. Like, you can't get a new car. You can't get a new.
Can I get an old car?
What?
Can I get a used car?
Yeah, if you want to do that, I'm sure you can. But prices, man, they're gouging everybody because of the shortage of everything. You know.
Yeah, I was in that city, San Diego. You know that city?
Yeah, it means whale's vagina.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, I learned it from the movie.
That's from that Will Ferrell movie. That's not what it means.
That's from Anchorman.
Yeah, stop it. Stay classy, San Diego. So we were down there visiting my cousins, and we were out on a I can't remember. You know, they have all these different names. Pacific Beach, I think it's just called Pacific Beach.
Yeah, PB, of course.
PB, the PB.
Yeah.
We were on the PB, getting some breakfast, and we went. We were waiting for the breakfast. Our cousins to arrive, so we went out on the pier there. You know, just walking around, checking it out, and I was sort of blown away because there were ships everywhere, just sitting there. And you know, you hear about it on the news, or you read about it in the paper or whatever. You're like, backup, but then you go and you see it, and it really is weird.
Yeah. It's all off Long Beach too. Like my gym, my MMA gym, our mats are disgusting. They're like torn up, and he ordered mats like in September, early September, or even August or something like that, and they're sitting on a boat out in Long Beach, just sitting out there. Can't get them. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
So it's gonna. It was already going to take a year after the installation of these solar panels on my house to get the, because part of the package deal was one of those Tesla, batteries for when the power goes out, so you don't lose power. They're solar generators basically. Like they were already back ordered, like, and they were a year. So now I'm wondering if it's going to take even more. But I want my fucking Tesla battery.
Yeah, fucking Elon Musk, man. What the fuck? Give my boy a battery, dude.
Stop riding your fucking rocket and get me my battery.
Yeah, bro.
Jesus, Musk.
Yeah. What kind of name is Musk anyways? Musk.
Yeah. Yeah. Elon.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you host Saturday Night Live, Elon, you gotta own your comedy. You can't come out and make weird excuses about why it might be weird in your monologue. Come on. You just gotta go for it.
Yeah, just gotta go for it. Smoke a big fat doobie and go for it.
I don't get up on stage before the show starts and say, hey guys, if this isn't that funny, I've had diarrhea all day.
Well, see, that's funny. You can't see, that's funny.
God damn it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
That's like going to a film set. They hired you. You got hired already. You're going out right before the first shot. Sorry, guys, if this isn't that good, it's because I'm weird.
Yeah, well, and I'm sorry because the diarrhea joke was not fair, because I don't mean to compare having daily bouts of diarrhea, which is terrible and awful, an affliction that a lot of people have. I'm not comparing it to Asperger's at all. I'm just saying, before you come out and you do a show and then you announce to everybody that you're on the spectrum or whatever, it just reeks of, hey, accept me no matter what happens here. And it's just kind of.
You think so? Think so?
I think so.
Yeah, but it was empowering to people who do have Asperger's. I think that was empowering to some people to be like, oh, this guy who's a successful person, who's done some amazing things, has Asperger's too. So it gives a good role model.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you're a hater of people with Asperger's, is what I'm hearing.
Okay. I'm too tired. Too tired to fight. I'm too tired. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize to everybody. That was a horrible thing to say. Elon Musk did his absolute best on Saturday Night Live, and I apologize for belittling his performance or suggesting that he was simply making excuses for not being. Sorry. And I do have terrible diarrhea.
That's nasty. And now you're just making an excuse for why you're an asshole.
Yeah, but I'm doing it at the end of the show. At the end. See the difference?
I killed this guy. I killed him. I sliced him in a million pieces. But you know what? I got in a fight with my wife earlier in the day, so I'm sorry.
Sorry. It was sorry.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for this
I
week.
actually didn't do that. I didn't actually kill anybody.
Josh, you've heard it here first. Josh Wingate.
No.
That's West Coast Massholes. We'll see you next week. Hey, fuck you, Nazis. Fuck you, you fucking Nazi pricks. Fuck you. Josh Wingate is a murderer. Thanks for watching.
And you have diarrhea.
This has been a Blursh production. Blur.